Come on. Hello everyone, and welcome to my video, my channel. I am just taking a little break to do my daily talk with you, my little Causey's insights, what are just sharing with you. I'm by a graveyard right now, and I'm gonna set myself outside and just give myself some time to talk to you and share with you just my thoughts about today. Yesterday was my birthday, and I had such, Facebook is such an amazing thing, and all the happy birthday wishes that you get, and it's you really feel loved, and you feel so grateful for that, however you see it. But anyway, yesterday I had a little birthday party with some dancers here in Newport, and I went to the director's house here and everything. And then after, we went to see this movie, and I've been sharing with you that I'm super conscious and observing myself all the time, observing my behavior, observing my response, observing my reactions to things, and especially what arises right now that I want to talk about, have on my mind, is something about comparison, and like how we've learned to compare ourselves with others, to others, or how much if we're not really careful in how we're seeing that. And I guess you could relate that also to competition and like comparison. Comparison is something that I think just shouldn't happen, and for me. And I take a few steps back and I watch this play in my head, and I watch the ping pong thoughts rise and fall about comparison. Yesterday, the reason I say that is yesterday I went to see, in the movie theaters right now, they are showing, dance companies are showing films, are showing their dance performances in a cinema nowadays. And so that's a really good way to expose people to the art of dance, and be it classical or contemporary or whatever. So I went to see the Royal Ballet perform, and of course I know the Royal Ballet is based in London. And I'm a choreographer. If for first time here, or that people perhaps on certain communities or groups that I belong to who don't know what I do in my occupation, I'm a choreographer. So that basically, it doesn't matter what my profession is. Maybe you can get something from this talk of comparison, and I find that irrational. Anyhow, so I went to see this film, and I have been very fortunate in my dance career to go through different doors, and I think I've met everyone in the profession, and I'm very grateful for that, and very fortunate to have met so many amazing, wonderful choreographers, dancers, directors, and some not so, as we all have. But anyway, this all doesn't matter. I was watching on screen of these two choreographers that were featured in the film, and I know these two guys. I have worked with these two guys. I have shared a dressing room with one of them, and I have been with them. And so I started to choreograph consistently at a very late age. And I can tell you, dreams do come true, because I get myself all around the world. And I've been doing this basically, I guess it's been about between 8 and 9 years, give or take, maybe a little less, a little more. And I've done a lot of work. Anyhow, that's beside the point. And what happens is I watched these two choreographers who are very successful in the ballet world, per se, and also maybe in the contemporary world, but especially in the ballet world. I watched these choreographers, and my mind rises with comparison. And it's all like bubbling in my mind. It bubbles up, and it's such an opportunity. I'm so grateful to recognize that, because before, when you don't recognize certain thoughts, they're not related, that are related to comparing, and this one has this one, I don't have that, they are better than I am, I lack this, they do it this way, or whatever. First, I can say, as that starts to arise, I step back and I look and I watch the play of this like mind who comes up with a comparison or like comparing me to this one or that one. And it can so almost hijack you and to make you feel like you're not good enough or all this. It's just interesting because I recognize that play, and it's such a beautiful opportunity to first of all be happy, or to be happy, happy for them that they are living their dreams, and they're amazing choreographers. And if I even compare them to myself, it's just really stupid and really silly that we would do this. And we do that with everything, with body comparison, or or with materialistic things, especially how you know, how big someone's house is, or that they've had this or they have that, they do this and do that. All those sorts of things that like can bring you to like I don't know, feel like you come from something of lack, like you come from lack, and that you don't have, and they have something that you don't have. Well, I think, you know, that's just, it's bullshit, because and it can be really, really strong, and it can make you feel like I'm not good enough, and so therefore you try to, I don't know, maybe you can have the idea like, I will steal from them, I'll take from them, or you will like do the same as them, or try to I don't know, to do what they do or be influenced by them. I step back and I'm so happy for people and their success, and because I'm happy for myself. And I recognize that play because it's just illusional. It is, again, illusional, because I believe that life is an illusion. It's a big play, it's a big game, and I have another opportunity to really love myself for everything that I've done, and the risks that I take. And you know that it starts me, I'm creating a work at the moment for this company here, and I'm taking a lot of risks, and I'm doing things like that I have done before, but this is a different way, and I'm learning so much about myself. And it's so important, the process that one goes through, also with work or creativity, or with your daily life, or with the work that you do. I don't know, like we all can relate to this kind of mental garbage. I would call it garbage, because it arises and falls, and it compares you to one another, and make you want to think that you're just not good enough. Now, it doesn't really like overwhelm me to the point where I just feel like I'm like crap, which is not true at all, because I'm not. And I love the fact that I take risks, and I love the fact that I can observe that and not respond to it and let it pass, and be so grateful for that. To be just, it's liberating. It's so liberating, and I know it will pass. And I'm just basically just here to share with you that if you have a feeling of comparison, you know, we are all unique and powerful, and in our own selves and what we do. And just as an artist myself, you know, I work with creativity. I'm surrounded by creativity all the time, and I've created this incredible world of mine, and I will always take risks and love the fact that I do that, and appreciate everything that I learned from it. So no one is better, or no one is worse, or you know, we're just all here in this boat together, and we're sharing this world. And you know, none of us come from lack, and that there is no need to compare. We can be inspired, and I'm more inspired by the fact that I know that I do not need that. I do not need to be over there to feel better. I do not need to have this to feel complete. I am, and I am wonderful, and I'm beautiful, and I'm giving. And giving to my craft, and I'm learning about taking these risks where they're redefined on every opportunity that I do that. And I trust what I do, in the sense that what it can give me and teach me, and you know, I feel sometimes, you know, when you put yourself out there, you feel naked, or you feel like you know, like the metaphor of someone cracked an egg on your face and it's rolling down your face, and people are all staring at you like, wipe it off. Well, all of that is just bullshit, because it's absolutely non-productive and I don't know. So that I'm here to share with you that it's just all so lovely to recognize all of that stuff, and to you know, feel good in yourself. Just every opportunity to feel good in yourself, because you exist, and it's your birthright. It's your birthright to feel good, and you don't have to compete or compare, or, you know. And if you feel that, if one feels that, if I feel that, I just step back and let myself recognize it and smile at the ego, because it's all ego based, and be happy for everybody that is living their dreams and doing their things and creating their lives consciously or even subconsciously, or creating by default. It's such a beautiful, beautiful thing to share. And at 52 years old, I've never I've never felt more vivacious and more young in how I relate to myself, and how gorgeous that is, and how more of my existence is really natural, and I can change the way I think about things, and things change, and life is really beautiful like that. So with that said, I think that suffering is an option, and life is abundant, and we don't come from lack, and that's just an opportunity. So that's just what I wanted to share. Metaphor. There's a graveyard right behind me. Look at that. And so I think it's like, there's the death to the way we compare, and death to competition, and death to all of those things that make you feel less. So that's what I wanted to share today. Thank you for all my birthday wishes if you're watching my video, and I'm incredibly grateful. And yeah, it's everything. Have a great week, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye.